Hey guys, all good? And as usual, is the audio okay, or is the music taking over everything? It's kind of hard to tell for me. Yeah, great. Right, so today's coding session will be to recode this drawString function, which is responsible for drawing texts on the user interface. So let's just launch the game and we can see what I mean. Okay, so here is the UI. And if we click on a character portrait here, we see this new graphics here from Mirage, and it's awesome. Looks very professional now. But we have a few bugs now because of that graphics. So you see this underline under the character names. We have to fix that. And also on the stats view, this text here should be transparent. So we need to fix all that. Which means that we have to recode the converters. Let's launch that graphics in Photoshop and we can take a look at it. Wherever it is. This is one. Alright, here we have it. So as you can see, it's just two colors plus black. So my idea here is that we should use the black as a background color, and then I will need to recode my converters to make sure that the gray colors here are screen colors, so that we have the color RAM free, so that we can choose any color for the text. That's a plan at least. We'll see if I get there. So first we need to inspect the actual converter graphics. And we have it right here. So if we just take a look at the screen colors, we see that it has been assigned to B and C mostly, which is good for us. And the D800, the color RAM, is 0. So most probably the graphics is already correctly converted. So the only thing we need to do now is to make this code here to be able to draw transparent characters. So we have this draw character. Let's find that one. Who is Carl Henrik? Okay, so it was a very long time I wrote this code, so I have to retrace my steps here to understand exactly what I've been doing. So I have some text background color and I have a text color. Okay. So let's just try to put like pink here and see what happens. Missing comments. I mean, too many comments will just make it hard to read anyway, so no, I don't agree. Okay, so that didn't work so well. Pink background. I don't know. Something went pink, but it looks like shit. Okay. Yeah, so this is probably kind of tricky to fix, to be honest. And also it's used by other routines as well. So fixing in one place will probably destroy the other place. But we will succeed, I'm sure. So let's find the renderer, the actual rendering. So it sources a character, and there, here we draw it. Okay. We add some bit patterns here for some fix at some point. David, that's software development, all right? Regression testing, always regression testing. That's the way it is. Okay, so this is one responsible for actually drawing the bits. Yeah, thanks, Lars. Thanks. I do appreciate your graphics, it's awesome. But it makes my life a hell right now. But it's a AAA C64 title. So that's the way it is. Anyway, so this is one fixing the screen RAM, I believe. And this is a color RAM, I think. So if we just fake this color to pink, will we have pink text? I think we will. I hope so, at least. Yeah, we have pink text. But we need to be able to draw it transparent. First of all, let's change the code so that we don't have to jump past the intro and manually load anything. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's switch to transparent rendering. So we need to hack this code here for that. Maybe we should have some keep the old code, because most of the code will use this. But then we have transparent rendering as well. So we need to do something tricky here. And I remember distinctively that I had some issues with the font actually. So let's just take a look what happens if we don't array the bit pattern here. There's something fishy going on here. Okay, so we got the pink, that's 1 bit pattern, and the zeros are just blank, so this is good. This is really perfect. This is exactly what we want. This makes masking a breeze. So we do exactly as Mirov asks us to. We need to, what do we need to do? We need to, yeah, well, we need to mask some stuff here. So we need to read the background. We don't need to read the background, we just need to array. Haha, this is super easy. The only thing we need to do is like this. Nice. Almost. Close but no cigar. Source 2. Why is this wrong? Why is this wrong? Have to take another look. This doesn't look so nice. It looks like crap. It's your fault, Lars. You have to take this one. It's your fault. Okay. And okay, this is super weird. Let's have another look at this one. Okay, yeah, so we have black background and pink text. So if we just set this color to like 3 here, what will happen? Okay, so we know that the font has 0-0 bit pattern or 1-1 bit pattern. That's really good. Then this really should work. Why does this not work? Is this porn for you, Trap? For some of you guys, you have twisted minds. This is just bad code, it's not porn. It's just bad code. This is kind of unexpected, actually. What happens if I just do this? It's still super crappy. What is going on here? I'm missing something here. I definitely am missing something. And that worked. Please give me pink stripes. Okay, we have pink stripes. That's good. Ultra fast compiling. Yeah, Trap, sorry, but you're used to you're using Kick-Ass, right? So yeah, well, suit yourself. That's what you get when you resist using make files with incremental builds. I mean, I can do a full rebuild of this project. That will take a while as well, but I don't have to do that now. I have to just recompile one single file. That's a GUI.s file. And then just relink the rest. You should try it someday. Or Kick-Ass should migrate to be able to support separate assembly and linking. Font is inverted, is it? Is it, Glenn? It might be. It is, perhaps. I don't know. Yeah, we can try, or I don't remember. Mr. Sid, no, Kick-Ass recompiles everything every time. Reassembles everything every time. Yeah, it's a lol, Mr. Sid, but it's a great tool. It's a great tool still, but yeah. I think I need to inspect this font first. This is just guessing now. No, of course not. I'm not reconverting my assets. Of course not. I could add it to the make file, because if I go into the UI here, there I recompile the UI assets, and all make files will check for dependencies and so on. Yeah, let's not maybe let's just not guess here anymore. So we need to check the font here, whatever font it is. I need to seriously take a look at that font data. Okay, so this is definitely 1 pixels for set pixels and 0 for unset pixels. 8-byte aligned. So this is one glyph. This is another glyph. So that's perfect. So why does this not work? I know exactly why this doesn't work. That's because I'm a crappy coder and you're watching it live. That's a problem. I am a crappy coder. How can this even garbage the graphics? Because I set the pixels, of course. Ah. So, looks like my converter still isn't using the correct bit patterns. It's using 1-1-bit pattern somewhere. Because, yeah, I know exactly what the problem is now. The problem is that I'm stupid and you're more stupid because you couldn't see it. So, for transparent pixels we need to jump to forward plane. Obviously. Because we can't change the screen colors. This changes the screen colors. We don't want that. We definitely don't want that. We just want the forward plane, which is hologram colors. So now it should work, I hope. Famous last words. You should have seen that, guys. Almost. At least better than before. And pink is a terrible test color. Right. It's bad, but not that bad. So let's double check the rest of the code here. No, don't change the background. I love it. It's kind of fun to code this because it's well, it's kind of hard, but still it should be simple, but it's not, obviously. I really don't even remember how this rendering works because the character is just 3 bytes wide. So what does it even mean? How does this work? Okay, I think I pre-shifted characters there that I source. That's fine. This is just a guess here, but do you have to increase this one? Nope. And this should do nothing except... Okay, there's something fishy here because this shouldn't do anything. Why did it? I know exactly what the problem is. Guys, come on. So the bitmap is placed at... Damn it. So this is the place of the bitmap at E000. And that area is ROM. So I write to RAM, but I read from ROM. So this kind of fails, right? I have you in the chat to fix things like this. It's still wrong, but I know this is why it's wrong. So it's 37. Let me see here. Let me just move to a semi-hidden window here. Here we go. Bank switching C64. This is the best table ever. Here we have it. So I'm normally at 37 with XROM and game set. Trap because no, I don't need 35 because most code is in ROM in the cart, and if you want to switch out that, if you want to switch out kernel, you switch out external ROM as well. They're tightly connected. So that's why. And I just can't switch out this because this is running in ROM. So if I switch out, take a look. Shut up, guys. Just take a look at this table. So I'm on 37 normally. It's this row here. So you see cart ROM low, cart ROM high, kernel ROM. And if I want to read from RAM at this page here, which is where I have my bitmap, I need to go here, and that will switch out my cart ROM as well. So you can see that. So the code manipulating the bitmap has to be in RAM, not in ROM. Luckily, I have RAM. What is it called? Let me see. I don't have much RAM left, but a bit more RAM I could definitely use. Let me take a look. Now, no, that sucks. This table sucks. Sorry, Mr. Sid. This table here rocks. This is the table you want. This is the best one. It's concise, describes everything perfectly. That's what we want. Yeah, I'm telling you, you're wrong, I'm right. So let's have some local render code in RAM. RAM renderer, hard to pronounce. Let's just have the non-transparent code here. Wrong. So let's just move this. Whoop. Transparent. Okay, so now we're in RAM. Now we can 37. If we decrease, we get to 35. So we need to go all the way back to RAM, like this. And just to be sure, let's waste some more RAM here. Okay, now we can read from the bitmap. Can we array the source, or did we just switch that one out? Maybe. I don't know where the source is, to be honest. I think we just swapped it out. So we just have to do it like this. Let's just trust that the interrupts handles this. Oh, this is slow rendering. It failed desperately. Did we really get to the code? Yep. So why can't we bank switch here? What happens if we don't bank switch? That worked. That works. So I can't have bank switch here. $36. Yeah, I know. This one. But you don't have RAM at that area. See, that's kernel ROM there. No, there. That's the one you mean. Or no, it's this one. That doesn't work. Can't use that one. We need to use 35 or 31. Doesn't matter which, because we don't need the I/O. Yeah, I can't pop the seg here, for fuck's sake. Okay. So there we go, with super slow rendering, but fast enough. Great. We are coding pros. Let's optimize this a bit. Look at this super trick. Remember that, guys. This is the best trick ever. I can't even do it. That's so stupid. Let's unroll this one. I can't even unroll it. No, let's keep it. So trap with cartridge, I have banks indeed. So if you see this one, you have cart ROM low and high here that you can swap in. So these are 8Ks each, and you can set the bank switch register in Easy Flash to choose between one and between 64 banks. Yeah, I need that space. I will not unroll. You're absolutely right. So this area here can be swapped in and set to one of 64 banks. And this link file here tells, here I've assigned each bank here. And then all the segments here is assigned to a specific bank. So when I jump to a segment, it will automatically switch to the correct bank via some tricky trampoline code. Two loops might be faster, but will it be shorter? This is RAM, you know. I have very little RAM left. Anyway, let's continue now. So we have a possibility to render transparent characters now, which is great. So I suppose we need to read some flag somewhere that tells me if I want to render transparent or not. And we should use the correct colors here. Look at this. Now we blew the RAM. Item that must reside here. Damn it. How could it worked previously? What did I do now? Damn it. I have only a few bytes left. Yeah, it's that tight, you know. Okay, this works. Too close for comfort indeed, but I can still optimize things here and there, so I'm not too worried. But it's getting really tight. Let me see here. Item dots. That's a one. That's, yeah. You see here it ends on 9FF9. So 9FFF is the limit. So I have some bytes left, but not that much. But I have no states left to implement. I don't need RAM for anything else than this, as far as I know. And there are actually RAM code that can be moved to ROM, where I've been kind of lazy. So there are optimization possibilities here. Anyway, now we're on ROM and we need to have some flag, which will eat another byte of RAM because 0 pages all out. So let's fix this. So it's kind of good already because we only need to render it transparent. We have some problems here with the character names, but other than that, this kind of looks good, right? We have problems here as well. And also, by the way, Lars, you might want to, I'm nagging now, you know, you might want to draw a quiver here, because this is actually the number of arrows put in your quiver. And we definitely can't have this dark blue here. That looks really bad. Okay. So let's implement support for transparent rendering. Transparent rendering. Sorry, Jazz Cat. are kind of mocking you now, but it's okay. I hope it's okay. Transparent text. Let's grab another byte. And let's I have some GUI in it somewhere, I think. Here it is. Like so. Hooray. All good except for the stats. Let's fix that. Draw stats something. Render stats for party member. We don't need a text background anymore. We need to ink transparent text, and we need to use another color that can't be color. Something like this. Then we have to have that cyan instead. Woohoo! So mirror off, do we want some other colors for the stats? Ah, this is good. It's kind of slow, but I mean, come on, it's okay. Now we just need to fix this underlying character here. Coder colors. It is coder colors. It is indeed. Not sure where the underline came from. That must be your crappy graphics, Lars. Ah, this looks awesome. No, it was not in the previous graphics. Come on. Was it? Maybe it was. I need to remove it at least. So what's so wrong with that one? I set we could use transparent rendering there as well. And draw care, I don't know. It's too long since I wrote this code. Render inventory maybe. Show portraits, draw name. It has an alternative background if you're poisoned or anything like that, or if you have spells enabled. It should be drawn in alternative colors as well. Ooh, let's see. Is it a... No, it's a 6-pixel font. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 pixels high. But do you think we should redraw it to 5 pixels? It will render faster at least. Damn it. I think... Guys, I drew this font myself, you know. I think you're being bad now. Here's a font. Okay. Okay. You draw it. That's fine. I just kind of hide that chat window because there are too many secrets in there. And font has been sent to loss. But still, there's a problem with the underline anyway. And I'll just have another one of these guys. Cheers. Okay. So what about the underline? What about the underline? Must be something wrong with the convert. Have to take a look at that window again. Oh, by the way, it's the same problem both when we showed the inventory and we showed the stats. Yeah, it's exactly the same problem. And it's like 1 pixel above. That's weird. So the underline occurs here, this row. What's a bit pattern there? So it's like offset 8, 16, 24, 23, 22. At offset 22, there's something weird going on there. Blah, 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 blah. So this is 24, 23, 22, C5. No. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, it is me setting the D800 or screen colors to black, of course, but why is this? Why is the bit pattern what it is there? I want to change that one. So we have the colors are sorted wrong. This line here has to be in. This is hard. Because I have foreground, I can choose any foreground color and any background colors for the text. But I will only render the first 6 lines. So this line will get corrupted because of the wrong colors. Did you change this line, Loss? Was that there before? Because that's kind of impossible to handle. Let's take a look. Ah, it was black. Oh, it was there. That should work still then. Let's just try to recompile with the old graphics. See what happens. Could very well be my converters. I've changed them a lot and I haven't really changed the UI. Yeah, there's the underline. Of course you're right, but this is the wrong... Oh, sorry. There we go. There's the old UI. As you can see, there is no underline. It's just super duper fancy smashy. So why do we get an underline with your graphics? That's kind of weird. Touché. This is super weird, isn't it? It's super weird. This is the new one, and this is the old one. Okay, good night, trap. So how can this even be a problem? Flap, zap, nap. Why is this a problem? Just one tiny black line moved. It's super weird. Let's make an experiment here. So what happens if I move my line back? So what happens if I do like this? Oh, sorry. So then I get the underline, okay. I had my line 1 pixel more up, so it kind of covered this problematic line. Now this is kind of tricky. Actually, because I want custom foreground and custom background for the characters. And how can we even handle that case here? I can change the gray background. Yeah, that will be at most 4 colors. Yeah, it's definitely my converter. It's definitely my converter. Okay. Yeah, we need to do something smart there. Let's open the converters. Forced unused black. I don't remember everything here. We can set fixed colors as well. There's a lot of things the converter can do, but not the stuff we need right now. I think we need to override some of the bit patterns there and hard code it. Yeah, I could ask you, but I mean, don't we want that line there, to be honest? Isn't this the better way? Or will it be equally good if you change it? You can change it. If you can save some of my time and change it to be equally good, we can do that. But if this is the best graphics, I want the best graphics. That's how we work here. Let's not be sloppy. Yeah, this is the only place where this is a problem, indeed. I don't even know why it is a problem, but it is. It should assign this color to 01 and this one to 10. And the font should be rendering 11. I'm getting to get a feeling of why this is a problem. I love the inventory screen now. Yeah, I have a feeling why this is a problem. Let's see here. Let's see here. So it's a background color, I think. Because we set the background here and we change both colors, not just one of them. So what happens if we set like 35 here? Okay. And that changed the gray and the background, but we still have a black line there. Okay, so the black line is still a problem. I would want that line to be purple right now, so that's the problem here. It should have 0-1 bit patterns, that last byte, those last bytes there. Yep. Let's see where we set the text background, because it could be easy. Bugs me most is that why does it work with my graphics but not Law's graphics? I don't really understand that, to be honest. Is it because of... What happens if I just put the gray there instead? Stupid paint program. So let's try this. What the fuck? Oh, now it's totally corrupted here. Whatever happened now, I'm not sure. Almost. Since when was your graphics in RGB color mode? This is also something that's really weird now. Okay. I think I need to do it like the spell book. I have to do a special converter for this one. Force color to index. I have some stuff here that might help us. Not sure how to use them because I've forgotten everything, but okay, so this is like light gray. I want that to be bit pattern 1, and then the dark gray, which is that like C or B loss? Is it B or C, this one? Let's C, right? So let's force C to bit pattern 2. Yeah, let's try that. So just send me like 10 euros now, Lars. Look at my super converters handling every case there is. Nice. Okay. The power of Java, indeed. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm afraid of. Is there anything else that got broken now? I'm thinking about this this line here. Is that correct? No, it's not right. It gone light gray. That's correct. It's okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Hooray! That looks like crap here. I wonder why the NPC characters have a wrong rendering here, but the others are good. Oh, there's something fishy going on here. So when I draw a black bar graph, it's wrong. No, it's wrong. Look at that. I have color bleeding problems here. Okay. Yep. I have broken it indeed. So let's take a look in your graphics here. So we should add some pixels here to force another color for the bar graph. Render. Can't remember how these bars works. Render big bar, blah blah blah, HP bit pattern something, yada yada yada, and I add by FF. I don't think I should do that. Let's do something smart because we're already forced. You like that table? Okay. So in this character here, we have 0, 0, and we already forced these colors to 0, 1 and 1, 0. So if we just pre-render the bar graph here with 1, 1 colors like this, that will assign us so that we can change the color of the bar graph with the color ramp colors. right? Okay. And these are already using color ramp colors because we have 1 pixels here. So we don't need to AND here. And the HP colors is just the low byte of the screen ramp color or color ramp colors. So dest2 must be placed to color RAM. So I think color RAM is actually dest3 if I don't remember. I think it's dest3. Yeah, look at that. Here it is. Properly documented. See it right there. Okay, anyway. Let's see what happens now. Close, but no cigar yet. So it doesn't bleed anymore. But we have some problems with the background. I haven't touched this code for years. How doesn't even work? I don't know. So there's this while loop here. So this implies that I actually draw 5 pixels. Okay. Now I draw 2 pixels here. That's okay. So was I don't know, a loss. So why do we get gray background here? How can that even happen? We have black here. Oh, I know exactly where that happens. Because the bar graphs are thinner. Should be like this, right? Don't even start with names being 1 pixel lower. You don't know what you're asking for. Lars will rewrite the font to be 5 pixels high. So he can move them down 1 pixel if he likes to. I will not do it. Okay, so the bar graphs are restored. Finally. Yay. But yeah, Lars, if you repixel the font, I think you should move it 1 pixel down. Now the food bar has different colors depending on how full it is. Here is a color table. So it can be any of these colors. It's based on fullness, indeed. So let's just fake it to, like, I don't know. It's a value between 1 and 100, I think. I don't remember. No, it was not. Can't really remember. There we go. Yay! Yeah, looks good. Job well done indeed. You too. You too. I had crayfish last night, actually. Now why did I remove that file? Was that kind of stupid? What's that file? Oh, this is good. Aha, that one. You should never use non-command line Git tools, in my opinion. This is a way to do it. Not sure where I've ever checked in build artifacts. That's just stupid. No, exactly. I'm totally with you, Fiora. So this is kind of good. All right. I mean, we're actually done for today's goal, I think. But there are a lot of hours left to stream, so what should we do now? Suppose we could fix something on the to-do list. This one, for instance. Or implement the word wrapping. Turn undead text needs a 0LF. Yeah, we could fix that. Oh, the word wrapping, it's just so boring to fix. Oh, it's so boring to fix. I don't even know where to start. I have implemented word wrapping. The good part is that this is just ROM code loss. No worry about the RAM. No worries about the RAM. So word wrapping. Yeah, so we had this. I can't use I can do it on many places, but not generally, because many strings have the character names embedded into the strings. So I don't know the final length. Okay. So I can't cheat you like you did. And I actually have implemented word wrapping on some places in the game. Look at that bad guy. What do you want? I know I did implement the text wrapping. Word length or something like that. Here it is. Yeah. So I have implemented word wrapping. Actually for the static texts. That's kind of stupid. So this is how it looks. So here's word wrapping implemented. That was the bestiary. Haven't you seen that one before? There you can see all the monsters. This was normally included in the manual, but we've included it in game instead. You can read about the monsters and see what they're, how you can beat them and so on. I haven't considered a paper manual. It's not in my Excel sheet for production costs at the moment, so no, I think. I don't know. Do we really want a paper manual? Nobody's publishing this. I will be publishing it myself. There is no publisher. Can't have a publisher. Okay, so we have this word wrapping already. I don't have the official license, no, exactly. That's why. So I can I can release this as a fan art. I can open source it and everything like that. While in the gray area, they probably wouldn't bother. But if I start charge money for it, it will become a problem. So what we have done is that we have produced a box, or we are drawing a box that doesn't have the Eye of the Beholder name on it, no copyright problems. And I have my custom hardware. So what we can sell you is, I will release it open source and for a digital download free. But you can buy a box with a cart, and both the box and the cart are our own design. And you can also buy a service of having the free game pre-burnt onto that cart. So that you can buy. And it's very gray zone. But you can, I think we'll get away with that. Okay, this word wrapping code is super boring to implement. How far along have I come? So let's take a look at the version number here. It's version 0.99. It's like 0.999 now. It's very close. It's done basically. You can complete the whole game, everything is there. Still bugs to iron out, there are a few bugs left. And now I'm just implementing stuff that is really not needed, like word wrapping. So it's basically done. Gmod 2? No, that's just half a meg, I need 1 meg. I have my own cart. I have an Easy Flash, custom version of Easy Flash that I made myself. So this one has a lot of patches on it, but the final design is a super cost effective Easy Flash 1 solution that I designed myself. Just 2 chips and 1 capacitor. Yeah, well, Gmod 3 will be more expensive than this. This I can produce really cheap. It's just 2 chips and 1 capacitor. The patch cables here and never mind that. That's just me implementing it wrong here. But this is a cart. You see here. I Am the Beholder is Phase 3 cost reduced version. Yeah, not infected, you mean, what is it called in Horizon? It's not infected. Corrupted. It's corrupted. It is corrupted. My code was corrupted. So I actually spent 1 year learning electronics just to be able to do this custom version. I didn't know jack shit about electronics before I did this. And also soldering 0.5mm pitch. That was kind of hard to learn, but eventually I learned it. Those legs there, a lot of small tiny legs there. Daniel, my bro Daniel, or who do you mean? Ah, super secret. Solar sucker, yeah indeed. Got all my tools right here. By the way, this lovely stuff will be productified one day. This is my SRAM to DRAM converter, so that you don't have VSP issues. Looks like a rat's nest now, but trust me, it'll work. Yeah, I kind of like it. Still better than when it was on my breadboard. Let me show you the breadboard before this version. Now here's a breadboard version. Yeah, that's proper cabling here, right here. So, my poor C64 has gone through a lot of raping. Anyway, these guys I can produce in 1000 units for programmed and assembled, PCB assembled, programmed and delivered for like $5 each. So the hardware is kind of cheap to produce. China indeed, yeah. JLC PCB or PCB Way or Seed Studio or anything. I've never tried PCB Way actually, but Seed Studio and JLC. I will charge like $50, I think, $49. That include box and the game and the cart. I mean, we're still 5 guys working for like 3 years. Okay, I suppose I should not use PCB Way. With cart case, indeed, yeah. The cart cases from Team C are really cheap. It is Archmage doing the box artwork. I can show you a very early sketch. Hold on. Let me find it. Where is it? It's right here. Here it is. So there it is. So this is very early stages. Okay, Lars. No pixel challenges indeed, but other challenges. Archmage is king. No, we can't print Eye of the Beholder on the box. We won't have any name at all on the box, because that would mean copyright infringements. We can't do that. Actually, Wizards of the Coast have this open game license, so you can use their IP for commercial games, but there are some restrictions, such as using the name Beholder and so on. Let me try to find that one for you. It's they really know how to limit you. Open game license. Here it is. There's a lot of fine print in this license. Here it is. Blah 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 blah. Here. So you cannot use any name that is designated product identity. And these are the product identity names here. This is a product identity, so like a Beholder. Or so that's a problem. Displacer Beast, that's a problem. That's we have that enemy. Mind Flayer, that's another problem. So while the game is open game license compatible, there are a few names here that we can't use. And also if we scroll down here, we don't have any mages. You can't use a mage, you have to use a sorcerer or things like that. Yeah, I mean, we could be fully compatible with the open game license, but then we have to change. We have to use these races here. We have the dwarf, elf, that's good, halfling, but then dragonborn, what the fuck is that? And so on. So we could map it to an open game license, but then we have to change the name of some very distinctive characters in the game. And I don't want that. Eye of the Dungeon Crawler. Nope. Let's not. What does an NTSC fixer do? Just fix convert PAL games to NTSC? Yeah, recodes, of course. Okay, we need to start a fresh party here. Matinee Kungen, so I have some ideas about porting Zelda from NES or Monkey Island 1. Those are like, I really want to at least try. Jazzcat, I already implemented NTSC in this game, so I actually skip every 6th frame when playing back the music on NTSC. And also all the time is already NTSC fixed in this game. So here we have an example of bad word wrapping right here. So might want to fix this one. Let's just save the game here. It is a JSR that does a ROM switch as well, so it uses the bank assignments. Each label in C64 has not just low and high byte, but also a bank number. And it will switch to the correct bank, jumping through a trampoline in RAM. JSR4 indeed. The macro is kind of tricky implemented, and it will only preserve X and Y register, not the A register. So this is the macro right here. So first it starts pushing the return address, which is right after JSRF, right here. It pushes the return address, then it pushes the current bank. Then it pushes the address to the actual implementation in ROM to jump to another bank. Then pushes the destination where I want to go. And then I jump to RAM code called JSRF impl. So this code will pull the bank that I just pushed and set the correct bank, and then RTS. This will actually jump to the first destination. This will jump to this guy here. No, to this destination here. And when that code finishes, it will skip past these ones. Then I'm back right here. And I will PLA this value here and store the original bank and RTS to the return address. So it's kind of tricky. But the goal was to make a JSR4 macro that is reentrant and interruptible. And in any way I could do that was to let the A register get destroyed. So I haven't found a solution yet that is preserves all registers and state and still is reentrant and interruptible. But this one works kind of good. No, it doesn't check that being called from the same bank. No, unfortunately no. I've thought about that. So I'm very thoughtful when I use that macro. Otherwise I could use it everywhere, but I'm not. The assembler will warn you if you try to JSR4 to a bank, to a label that hasn't any bank designations. So you get at least a warning, but it could definitely figure that out at compile time, but C64 doesn't have all the bells and whistles needed. So there are limitations on how smart this can be right now, otherwise I have to patch the assembler. And I'm trying to do a game, not an assembler. So we saved the game in a good state for testing the word wrapping, so we need to just get that state out of there. Like so. And then we can just, so there we have a good state. Oh. Oh, ending. Not ending. This one failed desperately. That's because you guys interrupted me. No, it's not. That's because I'm a crappy coder. There we go. So now we can implement the word wrapping for this here. This is kind of tricky stuff going on with the I just call the drawstring routine, and it will draw as much until there are no lines left, and it will say more, and it will wait for input, and then it's just done. So it's kind of embedded into everything here. It's a bit tricky. So I'm on a final row. So the word wrap has to induce return statements. Okay. Current car. This one here. Yep. Okay. So to scan here. So white space is like 0 to 32. Suppose I could just grab this whole routine here. Just mess around with it a bit. So scan. Not sure about this one. Text call. I don't know. And then we have the lines. Don't think we need that. Now this is wrong here, and this is an indent column. This will not work. We just have to start somewhere, but a lot of this will be wrong right now. No! Is this RAM code? Oh, it is. This sucks bond. Okay, so this is RAM code, so I mean, let's just revert. Björn Rösten, so happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. So this is our RAM code. That's a problem. That's a super problem. This is why I didn't implement word wrapping, because there's just no memory for it. So first we have to fix some stuff here so that we have memory for it. It has to be in RAM, yes, because it will, the pointers fed to this routine will be pointers that are located under RAM. Under ROM, in RAM, I mean. So when it reads the string, this like a LA source, it has to read from RAM, not ROM. I have text right now string without a 2, that will read from ROM, but this one will read from RAM. But I mean, it's quite simple to fix. We don't have to have everything here in RAM, but we do need to look up all the places. You see all these places here. If we have that routine in RAM, or in ROM I mean, we have to JSON far to it. So we have to change all these places. Well, that's a lot of places. Or we keep this in RAM. You could just do an experiment like this. So let's just see what happens when we jump to RAM here. There we got this warning. So there you see we read from the wrong source. And that's because we now read from ROM and not RAM. We're just lucky we had some text that actually could be read. So this is not what we want to do, but we need to do the LDA in RAM and everything else in ROM. And that's no problem at all, actually. So let's keep all this in ROM. No, this doesn't work. This one can read from ROM and also RAM, but when it reads from ROM, it has to read from the bank that's active right now. That's why this code is in RAM in the first place. That's very important that we don't bank switch here, because then we will write from the wrong ROM bank. Okay. Let me just think about this code for like 2 minutes while I take a leak. So I'm back. Yeah. Furo, you can definitely do that. Let's just recap what we have to do. So we're out of RAM. And the text routines are located in RAM because they can print from any pointers in ROM or RAM, so that they can't bank switch. So there are like three alternatives here. Either we try to find RAM to save, or we use a scratch pad RAM and copy the string as Furo mentions. Or the third alternative is that we just don't implement word wrapping. So let's see if we can optimize the RAM somewhat. And that might be hard. But let's see what we have in the map. So we have the frame buffer, of course. We have the game state and level state and the items. And then RAM is out. Then we're out of RAM. So this is the RAM code here. Memcode RO is memcode read only. That's non-self-modifiable RAM. And read write is self-modified RAM. I know I have some code in RAM that doesn't really need to be in RAM. Like the screen mode game. So some of this code could very well be moved to ROM instead of RAM. But it will slow down the multiplexer and introduce graphic glitches. We need to seriously change music now. SoundCloud. There we go. So yeah, maybe copy the string to RAM is the easiest way to do it actually. I have this scratch area here that I can use for overwriting stuff. It will overwrite the frame buffer, but that will be overwritten each time the frame is re-rendered, and everything is single threaded, so it should be no problem. So yeah, let's start by copying to the scratch area. This is right. Super inefficient, but doesn't have to be efficient. Oh, that failed. Nope. Almost. Of course there is. But I seldom use it actually. I'm not sure it works correctly anymore. I maybe could have used it here, but I don't know. I don't think so. Let's not try. Oh, this more here doesn't have to have a far jump in it. Still a bug in the end here. Not sure why. It's a PHP. Yeah, exactly. Now we filled the banks. Why do you need a CLC before the JSR? Probably because of some mode switch in the more code. I don't remember, it's an input parameter. Don't remember exactly why. Yeah, so the more code here is is it in RAM or ROM? I mean, I did only save these bytes here, but I added a lot of other shit here, so I haven't really saved anything, to be honest. So let's just revert this code. It's just too much overhead. It's just too much. I need to be smarter than this. I want all this code to be in ROM, including more. There we go, we don't have to JSR that one. Oh, we have to. Okay. So I suppose I could like scan for the word length here. Only that. Yeah, maybe. I think I need to sleep on this one. It's kind of tricky. This is used everywhere. If you take a look here, we use it from many different places. It's kind of hard to just rip out. And this routine here that lies in RAM has to do the scanning. And then we can ROM code for actually putting the characters on screen. But here we would need to scan for the word length as well. This one just increment the high byte here, so really have to add. I'll just take a break here. I'm too tired for this shit. I will fail coding this right now. There's too many dependencies. So I think I'll call it a night now, guys. Thank you for watching and good night. I did implement what I was planning to, which was this here, transparency for this text. Implementing the word wrapping, I need to sleep on that one. That will be for the next stream. Good night, guys.